In 1993, one of Steven Spielberg's most iconic movies, known as Jurassic Park, was able to bring 3D CGI dinosaurs that were integrated with clay modeling and life-sized animatronic counterparts. To illustrate the illusion of real-life dinosaurs, the CGI animals were created by the studio, which was known as ILM, and in a test scene to make a direct comparison of both techniques, as Spielberg chose the CGI to capture the reality known as the prehistoric age and introduce to a future world of advanced science. 3D modeling in films was usually a secondary function. Mostly it was used as a means to complement footage materials. In Jurassic Park, Stan Winston created the dinosaurs from clay, while Dennis Furin was working on the visual effects and 3D modeling of the dinosaurs. In an interview for the most recent CGI film that was released in 2015, titled Big Hero 6, Disney Animation Studios have shown that 3D modeling techniques have evolved far beyond the pale of the 70s. They used concept drawings on paper and then edited them with digital painting software such as Photoshop with Wacom hardware before designing the characters as 3D models. The director of the film researched stuff for robotics. They used animation tests with the 3D characters of the movie in a coffee shop to determine the choices their personality types would make to distinguish their own individual personality. 3D modeling techniques have evolved to the point that there is no need to model actual clay. While some artists and studios still prefer clay, digital sculpting is a modeling technique allowing people to create their own models without the physical constraints of clay or having to get their hands dirty. The use of virtual reality hardware such as the Oculus Rift is going to pave the way to more immersion in both modeling and sculpting. However, right at the moment, the system of a virtual headset just isn't making much of a difference, as the device still has prototyping issues such as motion sickness, and the device is still partially blurry. I believe in the future, as 3D modeling continues to evolve, it will bring the possibility of a more effective immersion with the software. Modeling is definitely evolving for independent film and the rest of the film industry. As stated from the latest news of Maya to be installed from Autodesk, the Maya 2016 video states that the latest installment will allow people to sculpt in the program without having to go into Mudbox, and they are increasing their maximum quad limit from 65,000 to 100,000 polygons. From the first rendered movie made by Pixar in 1972, the first and only way at the time to model was to create a real model out of clay and draw in the lines on the model yourself. However, since the 1990s, CGI models have been from the first rendered movie made by Pixar in 1972, the first and only way at the time to model was to create a real model out of clay and draw in the lines on the model yourself. However, since the 1990s, CGI models have become useful in cinema films and short films due to the hardware improvements that are still being designed for it today. And the software used to run it are becoming more advanced in their capabilities and more user-friendly, thus allowing anyone with a computer with more than 4 gigabytes of RAM to be able to use the 3D modeling software.